All right, we have a worksheet today called Don't Let It Happen to You. You'll need to open that in DocHub. And then right here, the directions say that you're going to use a Fraud of the Month article from Consumer Jungle. So you'll go to this website, consumerjungle.org, and it looks like this. When you get there, and you'll see an icon right here called Fraud of the Month. If you click on that, there's going to be a whole bunch of just articles about different types of fraud that have happened. You can search for certain types or ones from a certain date if you want to narrow it down a bit, but you're just going to select one that looks interesting to you and answer a few questions about it. So the first question is, what type of fraud is your article about? Going back to the notes from this unit, common types of fraud include identity theft, communications fraud, credit fraud, investment fraud, and tax fraud. So probably your article is going to deal with one or more of those types of fraud. That's what we're looking for there. Describe the fraud in your own words. Just kind of summarize what happened in the article. And next question, what are two ways or reasons consumers make themselves susceptible to this type of fraud? So what could have prevented it from happening, or what did the person in the article specifically do to bring this fraud on themselves, if applicable? Next, you're going to say, what three things could you teach others about this type of fraud? The examples could include, how can you protect yourself from this happening to you? What should you watch for? What are kind of some warning signs? Or where can you go to learn more information? So three things there. And then the last question, if someone was a victim of this type of fraud, which government protection agency should they report to? And that was also on the slides from this unit, way down at the bottom. Common government protection agencies, there's four listed here and three more on the next slide there. You may have to pause the video to look at those a little closer to see which type of or which government protection agency sounds like probably the right agency for this specific type of fraud in this specific circumstance.